One crab is okay. It's legendary, so we can't get that. Alright. Let's screw the Bank Buster. Let's attack with both of these. So they have to pick the cheapest thing possible, which is Commune, just so the dragon doesn't get too big. But that's fun. I mean, this board is pretty fun. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing a 5-color The Kamigawa Saga. It's a standard best of 1 deck with average converted mana cost 3.3, 33 creatures, 33 non-creatures, 2 creatures, and 25 lands. Before we get into the deck list, I would like to say that if you've been enjoying my content, if you enjoy the games, if you enjoy the videos, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you would like to be more involved, if you would like to help out a little more, you can always become a patron, which will support me greatly, and I'd be very, very appreciative of it. With that being said, let's get right into the list and break it down for you guys. So the idea behind the list is to play this card right here. And this card, it's a 5-mana card that 5-mana saga that eventually transforms into a creature, and it has a lot of text. So it's a well, it's not a five mana. I meant it's a 5-color card, but it's a 6-mana card to be exact. So it's a saga. The first chapter says exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Pretty straightforward. The second chapter says return up to 1 other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Then each opponent discards a card. Very straightforward as well. And then the third chapter is when it flips, and when it flips, it becomes an enchantment creature dragon spirit. For flying, it has flying and trample, and it says whenever it attacks, defending player chooses a non-land card in your graveyard, return that card to your hand, and then you get plus X plus O until the end of turn, where X is the mana value of this card. So whenever they return, for example, if they return a 5 a 5 drop, it gets +5. Whenever they return a 3 drop, it gets +3, +2, +1. You get the idea, right? Pretty fun to play, and it was kind of easy making this deck, to be honest. I mean, you just need the basics when you're playing a 5-colored deck, right? You need to obviously provide all of your colors, and also you need to ramp, right? And you need to find cheating ways to cast the card, and that's what we made the deck for. So let's start with our first very, very important card here. It's a new card from Kamigawa set, obviously. It says it's Communal Spirits. It's for 1 green. It says, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an enchantment or land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of the library in your random order. So this card can help us find all of our enchantments, basically, or it can fix our mana for us. So the card is obviously insane in the deck, right? It performed outrageously well. I think this was the best performer of the deck, to be honest. But the deck obviously synergizes very well, and I'll break down all the synergies as well. We also have 2 Test of Talents, just for protection, mainly for protection, mainly for Blood on the Snow, mainly for like, Vanishing Verse doesn't really do anything against us because this has all colors, but we just need that extra protection. Also, it's good against control, and control is where we struggle the most. Not even aggro, to be honest, it's control. So we need that extra protection to beat control. Also, we have 2 Expressive Iterations. Card is amazing. I mean, we run blue and red a lot, so why not play the card, right? And 2 copies is more than enough. We don't have to hit this card on turn 3. We have other turn 3 plays that we're more interested in, so 2 copies is more than enough. Also, we have a pretty new card, Satsuki, the Living Lore. It's a green and a white, 1/3. It's a legendary creature that synergizes extremely well within the deck, and this is our recursion card. It says, you flip it over, put a lore counter on each saga you control, activate only as a sorcery, so you can activate this only on your turn. Also, it says when Satsuki dies, choose up to one. Return target saga or enchantment creature you control to its owner's hand, or return target saga from your graveyard to your hand. So this can reoccur our Kamigawa, this can reoccur our Behold the Unspeakable, this can reoccur our Restoration Saga as well. So that's pretty good. The card is insane when it comes to the deck. We also run two of them because we don't really want to cast this on turn 2. We want to cast it later on in the game when we've developed a board, and when we just need that a little extra kick, or when we need more removal or more resources. So 2 is more than enough. Also, we have 3 Reckoner Bankbuster. The card is absolutely insane, especially in a deck like this where it's a lot of colors. The card is colorless and it draws you cards. It can get crewed pretty easily in this deck, and it's absolutely busted. I mean, this is like up top, right? When it comes to meta cards right now within the set, this is definitely a meta card, and you can run this in a lot of decks, which is pretty crazy. The card is really good. So let's get right into our 3 drops here. We have 2 copies of the Restoration of a Ganjo. First chapter says search your library for a basic plains card and put it into your hand, then shuffle. Second chapter says you may discard a card. When you do, return target permanent card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then the third chapter is when it flips, and then if it attacks or blocks, it makes a creature. So this card is our other recursion card, mostly for our Bankbuster and our Satsuki here. It can get these back, but at the same time, this card ramps. It's our first ramp card. The card is pretty good. The creature also can, crew the Bankbuster, which is pretty good. The synergy is amazing with this card, and that's why we have it into the deck. It's also another target for our Commune with Spirits here, so it's pretty good. And we have 4 Seize the Spoils, discard a card, make a treasure, draw 2 cards. This ramps, and it also makes a treasure which gives you any color. So it can, it makes casting the Kamigawa pretty easy, right? We also have 2 Prismari commands, mainly for the ramp purposes, and also to refresh our hand, because sometimes you need to do that, right? If you're playing against control, you ditch your board wipes and stuff like that. So it's pretty good, and you can kill a Escus Chariot with it. You can kill a lot of other artifacts. Obviously, this set has a lot of artifacts, so whenever you see one, you can kill it. Whenever you see, for example, a Bankbuster, you can kill it, and so on and so forth. Then we have the Celestis. Celestis here provides us more abilities and makes it easier for us to cast the Kamigawa, so it has to be here. Also, it's colorless, so you never have trouble with casting the Celestis. And then we get to Doomscar, for Doomscar, mainly for the aggro matchups. We can, flip our sagas and make them into creatures, but you usually know how to play Doomscar, right? Before you flip your saga, you cast Doomscar, then you flip your saga next turn, and then it's a creature, and it's usually like a one-sided board wipe. Or you can cast Doomscar before you even cast your enchantments. There's a lot you can do, but it's extra necessary for these aggro decks, because we're not an aggro deck and we're not a creature deck. So even if we have creatures, it doesn't really matter. Our creatures are kind of hidden in the form of an artifact, in the form of an enchantment, so it's pretty good. Also, we have 3 of a pretty new card called Behold the Unspeakable here. It gives -2/-0. First chapter, second chapter can draw you cards. This is our draw enchantment of choice, and it also flips into a creature that can potentially crew the Reckoner or go for the win. Usually we have a lot of cards in hand at all times because of like Seize the Spoils, because of this card itself. So we're never really running out of cards. And obviously the power and toughness of the creature that it turns to is equal to the cards you have in hand. So this can easily like hit your opponent 2 or 3 times and just go from there. Another card we have that's pretty new is called Farewell. It's amazing, right? Because of how much reach the card has. We just, we can exile graveyards, we can exile creatures, we can exile artifacts, we can exile even enchantments. So it came in pretty handy a lot of times, and I absolutely love the card. I love that you get to choose, right? So that, for example, if you have enchantments on the battlefield, you get to choose something else, right? If you have creatures on the battlefield, you can always use this card. So it's not a dead board wipe in your hand. No, you can use it for other stuff as well. So it's very, very good. And since we're ramping a lot, you can easily get there. And then the Kamigawa. Kamigawa is what the deck revolves around. And the deck wins pretty easily. Like it wins really, really easily. We also had a 2-drop enchantment saga that was a green saga. It basically, the first chapter lets you play another land, which was a form of ramp, and then the second chapter gains you 3 life, and then the third chapter flips into a creature that can crew the Reckoner. But I had to remove it to get in Test of Talents because it's very, very important. Also, if you look at our mana base here, we have 2 World Tree, 2 farmlands, two of the white and green pathways, 2 of the red and white pathways, and 2 of the red and white dual lands, 2 of storm carved coasts, 2 of the red and blue pathways, and then your white lands over here and blue lands. Also, we have only one of these, Bosiju or whatever it is. It's a very good card. These lands are amazing. The legendary lands, they have a lot of value, and they can certainly save you at a lot of points here. Otawara returns, anything to hand. The red one makes creatures. The green one can destroy an enchantment, a artifact, or non-basic land. So it can easily kill like a man land. And then we have only 2 basic plains and 1 basic mountain. 2 basic plains mainly for the restoration, because you can fetch the plains, and also 1 mountain because we run a lot of red cards, right? And it's very important for the expressive iteration as well, and the Prismari command and seize the spoils. But yeah, it's very straightforward. You're never mana screwed. 25 lands because you need the lands and you need to hit land drops. Very, very important for you to hit land drops. Wouldn't go to 26 and wouldn't go to 24, because usually, since you're running a lot of colors, you do want to open with a 3 land hand, and 25 lands makes that happen a lot of times. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. The last game was such a heartbreaker because we were winning up until they got really, really lucky, and they ended up basically robbing us from the win. But yeah, the games are pretty long. This is not a deck where you are going to win quickly. It's a mid-range deck that's kind of controlling at the same time. It has a lot of outs, right? It can save itself over and over, and it can recur a lot of things. So it's a lot of fun to play. No sideboard, no learn cards, nothing like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the games. Let me know what you guys think about the deck, and I'll see you later with another video. Okay, bye. All right. Yeah, we'll keep this. Okay. Seems like we're playing against aggro, right? So yeah, let's just play the World Tree tapped here. Sprint. So I think what I do next turn is just foretell the Doomscar. Yeah, so that we can get it out of hand from, if he casts a Spellbinder or something. Out of line. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of damage, so we need to cast the Doomscar next turn as well, so... Alright. Yeah, we have to. We're taking a lot of damage. There's a lot of power on the board, so let's see what happens here. Alright, do we want a blue source or a red source? I guess a red source. I mean, we can get a land off of this as well, so that's not so bad. We can play the Bank Buster and draw with it as well. But I think I want to look. I just want to look to see what our options are. I'll take the land. We have a Kamigawa. So this way we... Okay. Let's just get one of these Bank Busters down. And yeah, let's cast the other one here. I'll take the Sundown Pass, sure. We're getting kind of close to the Kamigawa here, thanks to the World Tree, of course. But I think... we'll see. Let's see what happens. I think we have to wipe the board again. Seize the spoils. Not so bad, but our life points are important to us. Paladin class? Sure. Spellbinder. Probably takes the Kamigawa, right? Yep. We can still get to it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is kind of expensive now, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Let's discard this land. Draw these. Okay. We can draw with the Bank Buster. Let's play this land here. We can certainly draw with the Bank Buster. I think I like that idea more than we also have this. Okay. Aggression. Okay. That's okay. What I really want to draw is a farewell. Alright. Let's draw here. Another Doomscar is okay. Let's play a land here. We need all the lands we can get for the Kamigawa here. We're going to draw again, so I'm just going to pass for now. Apparition on the Bank Buster. That's okay. Let's just take the draw one last time. Alright. Let's play the Kamigawa here. Get some value off of it. On the Apparition, of course. Although I would have loved to play it on the Paladin class, but oh well. Four Doomscars. Or 3. My bad. Alright, let's return this to hand. He sunk, you know, they sunk all their mana into it, so it's pretty good. Alright, let's cast this. Probably cast the Bank Buster as well. Play the land. Cast the Bank Buster. And probably draw with the Bank Buster. Let's start attacking. Brutal Cathar. That's okay. They can only take the token. That's fine. Let's draw. World Tree. Another one. Alright. What do we have in the graveyard? We can get this back. think I like that idea. Okay. Let's use our Seize the Spoils here. Discard the Pathway. Farewell. We didn't play a land, so we can cast the Iteration here. Yeah, let's do that. To hand. To deck. Let's cast the Commune with Spirits. Another Restoration. I like that. Can still cast that as well. But I think I want to get the Celestis down and hopefully start gaining, you know, some life. Yeah, let's just pass. Thalia is fine. Okay. They're attacking. I'll happily take the block. I think they read the card wrong. Then why the attack? You thought I wasn't going to block? Okay, that's fine. Killing it is fine because we can always get it back, right? Let's draw. And the Bank Buster is just busted. It's really busted. Okay. Alright, so what do we want to do? Let's look with the Expressive Iteration here. This is nice. I'll take this to hand. To deck. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Let's play the land here. Play Behold the Unspeakable, I guess. But we won't get to draw. We won't. Well, I mean, we will draw anyway next turn. So yeah, let's just play that. Okay. Crew with the Bank Buster. Start attacking their life points. Okay. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Think we're doing well. Okay. I mean, I'll take another Farewell, why not? Do I need to? Not really. We already have one. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We've got things we can do here, so what I think I'm going to do is to just exile all creatures with the Farewell, and also we can draw with the Bank Buster. So let's just cast the Commune with Spirits. Probably get this. I think I'm gonna take this card out for like a Test of Talents. Obviously, it's pretty good against, you know, mono white. Do we get the sticking? Do I need to draw? Not really. Let's just get the sticking here. No white source. That's fine. We can also get like a... What can we get from the graveyard? We can get a Bank Buster. We can discard the Bank Buster and get it back. Discard the Bankbuster. Get it back. A 4/4. Has to be nice. Let's cast this. Alright. I mean, it's working out super well. Right? Let's discard one of these. A land I'll keep in hand for our creature here. This has to be nice. This transforms next turn, so we can crew this again. It's pretty good. Another Doomscar. Alright. Submit 0. Crew here. And that's game. Man, that was so nice, right? I felt like we were in control despite the fact that we lost a lot of life points, right? This is great. Alright. This is pretty terrible. We don't have nothing, like no ramp, anything like that. This is much better. We'll take the Behold the Unspeakable. But we did mulligan. We also don't have a green for the commune here. What's our turn 2 play? Probably just for telling, so... Let's see. If it's a control deck, then Test of Talents is obviously really good. And it seems like it's a control deck. Alright, so they foretold. So then that means we don't need to foretell the Doomscar, we just discard it with Seize the Spoils, right? We also need to draw a... We need to draw a green source. But that's okay. Yeah, play this on blue. Pass. So I don't think we do anything here. We just pass. Because I don't want my Seize the Spells to get Joaried. Alright, so they're going to have the Wanderer here. For sure. What's our most important play? Do we run out the Celestis? Or do we refresh our hand? Try to find something. I think we refresh our hand now. And yeah, let's play Commune. Try to find something like a Kamigawa for the Wanderer or the Restoration. Alright. They play their own Celestis. So that's probably a saw it coming, right? We drew Behold as well. Behold is good to refresh our hand here, but it's a good follow-up for anything, right? So if we play Celestis, yeah, let's play our own Celestis here, and let's play Restoration. Okay, I like the art on these lands. It's pretty nice. Okay, not just you. Yeah, they discard the Doomscar of their own. I think we discard this. Alright. Alright, let's go Iteration. Get Kamigawa. To hand, to deck, seize the spoils. And we seize something here. play Seize the Spoils, probably on Deserted Beach, since we're going to draw a lot of lands here. The Wanderer. So I'm probably going to take out Test of Talents for a negate.
Anyone who harms my people must contend
That's
with
okay.
me. May your blade strike true.
That is fine. Yeah. So Kamigawa gets negated next turn, but we have Test of Talents, right? We can do something about that. Okay.
I have got new moves to teach you.
I'm not. Do I? It's not. I mean, not really. Not now. But they probably do have like 2 counter spells or a lot of counter spells. So what I think we do here is just attack the Wanderer before anything else. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I forgot that it has Summoning Sickness. Yikes. That's a big yikes. Alright, I think we have to look for another Test of Talents, but obviously we don't have it. So I'll take another Seize the Spoils, I guess. Or no, I'll take the Commune here. We are going to hit a land drop here as well. So yeah, let's play Kamigawa here. They let it go through.
See you later.
That's very interesting. That's extremely interesting. They double block here. We lose this. There is no point in attacking, right? Hullbreaker Horror. I don't think we have a way to deal with the Hullbreaker Horror. Let's see what happens here. This is definitely a very interesting turn. They return stuff. Yeah, they're going to return this. But I'm going to Test of Talents the Memory Deluge. I do want them to tap. That's for sure. Yeah, they're not gonna go for it. So Emeria's Call, Fading Hope. Yikes. Alright, Hullbreaker, Doomscar, Cemetery Protector. So it's a flash. A flash control deck. But what are your counter spells? Sunset Revelry, Saw It Coming, yeah. Since this is definitely a Saw It Coming here. One of these at least. Alright. They can play the Fading Hope on one of the tokens and take the Kamigawa to our hand. They have to discard. Okay. So what can we do here? How do we get out of this? Behold the unspeakable. Has to be pretty bad for us. Let's just play Behold the Unspeakable here. Let's try to find more things. I'm going to discard Commune is pretty good. This is pretty good. Yeah, let me just discard the land here. Farewell. Farewell. Alright. Let's just play the other restoration here. What can we get back? How do we deal with the Hullbreaker Horror? We need to cast the Kamigawa on the Hullbreaker Horror. But it's so hard, right? They get to flash in the Hullbreaker Horror as well? Oh, they didn't. But the problem is they have Fading Hope to save it. We need to find a way. I think we found the way. Yeah, decline. No lands, please. Yeah, I think we found the way here. So let's discard the channel here. I mean, let's channel the let's channel this. They're going to cast the Fading Hope on the Hullbreaker Horror, or on this. Okay, this is pretty good for us. But I don't think we can cast the Kamigawa here. We don't have a green source. Man, this just sucks. Like, this is absolutely terrible. But what we can do is probably just, let's play this on blue, cast Farewell. Kill their Hullbreaker Horror. And yeah, let's just play the Living Lore. This way we can speed through the Kamigawa as well, and have a blocker for the Hall. But I mean, this is pretty good for us, right? Hold up, we don't have one in hand. Z. Done. I'm gonna discard one of these. Another Farewell. Alright, so we have a pretty decent blocker for the Hall, right? It's a 7/7 as well, but it's not going to remain to be a 7/7. So I think we cast the Bankbuster just so if they wipe the board and try to attack with the Hall, we can... I mean, no, this is not gonna work. That is not going to work. Alright, so what can we get? I guess all we can do is just let's cast this first. We get a land. Land is okay. Let's cast the Restoration again. No, not this. And let's get the draw going. We had to deal with the Hullbreaker Horror. I do acknowledge that I made a lot of misplays this game, but at the same time, like, they're really new cards, and you know, it takes you a while, especially for me. You know, I play a lot of games. I mean, a lot of decks, a lot of different cards. So it's very hard for me to just always have the sharpest mind possible. I'm gonna discard a Kamigawa here. Yeah, Doomscar, then board wipe. I mean, Doomscar, then Hall. Okay. Decline. We can make blockers. So I'll keep this land. Also, Seize the Spoils is pretty whatever. Let's use our Seize the Spoils. Get rid of Doomscar. Another Bankbuster. Another Bankbuster is fine. But I think we just make blockers here. Let's play the other Bankbuster so we can draw. Let's also foretell this. And yeah. These turn into creatures. Alright. Yeah, they're pretty desperate here. But we need to develop a really good board. That's probably a Doomscar, I mean a Saw It Coming that they foretold. But it's good that we make creatures now. What I really want to find is another... I mean, we have to find another... another Saw It Coming, right? For the Doomscar. Another Kamigawa. We drew the other Saw It Coming, so that's good. That is really good. I'm happy with that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Kamigawa as well. I think we're pretty set here. White, blue. Let's cast the other Bankbuster here. But I think we're dead, right? Because... yeah, I think we're dead. Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we're dead. But they need mana. They need like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and they're left with 5. Yeah, so if they cast a Saw It Coming, they're left with... good game. Yeah, they know they're really like... so what it came down to is the fact that they don't have enough mana, right? So they had a Wanderer, they had Doomscar as well, and they had probably, what, Saw It Coming, right? I don't know why it's not showing, but yeah, they had Saw It Coming because they were on 4. There's 3 in the deck. So what it came down to is the fact that if they cast Saw It Coming to counter our Test of Talents, that would leave them with 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. And 4 mana isn't enough to make the Hall of the Storm Giants a creature and an attack for the win. So if they were to cast Saw It Coming, yes, that would wipe our board, but at the same time they can't hit us, right? And by next turn we have more plays. So yeah, it worked out in the end. Control is a tough matchup for us, but it worked out, which is fine. Alright, so what is this? This is not going to work. No red source. We can probably draw the red source, right? Take away one farewell. Man, this is pretty bad. No ramp, nothing. We run like what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ramp cards. That's okay. The deck is very flexible. It's got ways, right? We've got commune with spirits. We've got a lot of things. Let's play the Bank Buster on turn 2. Get it out of the way. Could probably start drawing us some cards as well. So they're playing a ramp thing, right? Mono green ramp into something big. Yeah, we just pass here. Draw with the Bank Buster. So Simic ramp. Okay. Should be really interesting. Should be interesting. So I think they get what's it called? The thing that kills, yeah, Containment Breach. That gives them a pest as well. It does give them a pest. Alright, so let's play Commune with Spirit here. With spirits. Let's get Behold the Unspeakable so we can draw. But we need to find one more blue source. Should be okay. I'm surprised why they're not really cracking this at all. But what are they ramping into? Probably like, you know, Jankataxias or Coma or what else? Whole Breaker Horror. Another field trip. That's okay. Let's see. Teachings of the Archaics. It's okay. Yeah, let's just get as much draw as possible from the Bank Buster before they kill it. Man, these draws are so nice. Let's go ahead with the Expressive Iteration. I don't hate a Commune. We didn't find a blue source, but that's fine. We can find it probably with Commune with Spirits. Nope. Okay. Alright, so we just pass. They can draw, it's fine. Yeah, let's just draw with the Bank Buster here. One last time. Pretty nice. We made the pilot, which is not really relevant right now. But, I mean, we can always get the Bank Buster back. Fading Hope, that's okay. So that means they draw a lot of cards here. But not now, obviously. Okay. Doomscar. Man, we've got plays for days. One blue source. Let's just play Seize the Spoils here. Probably discard this. We don't really need it. I do like the idea of the Doomscar here because they're ramping into something big. Commune and Bankbuster. We play the Bankbuster. But do we hold up Saw It Coming for the teachings? It's a pretty bad target, but we just don't let them draw this way. I like that idea. They're obviously struggling and they are trying to draw. They played 2 field trips. Alright, now they want to ramp. That's fine. So they have 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana. Rune Crab? Okay. You're not gonna draw. Unless they have, well, they don't have blue mana for a counter spell, so. I do want to look at that hand as well. Leer. Quandrix Command. Leer. Consuming Tide. Salundi Vision. Oh, Mill. Gretchen. Yikes. That is terrible for you, opponent. They need 2 blue sources for Leer. This is also pretty good against us because it counters our enchantments. It counters enchantments and... Okay, so they are getting their other blue source. They took our red away from us. But we get the red again. Okay. That's okay. They attack us with the pest. Should be fine. So do they have a Fading Hope in the graveyard? They do. So exiling all graveyards hurt us as well, but the upside is pretty good, right? Exile all graveyards, all creatures. And we pass. We don't want them to have the Fading Hope in the graveyard for Leer. And we also want Leer to be as less significant as possible. So they have ramp. It's a Leer deck that mills as well. Terrible. Alright, let's play the Celestis here. They can counter that, but I'd rather they counter the Celestis than to counter anything else, right? Because we do run a lot of enchantments. So we're going to have 5 mana potentially. Nice. That's okay. Play Commune. I guess take this land and let's just draw with the Bankbuster. I don't need to foretell Doomscar, because I can just Kamigawa the Leer here. We also don't want to get milled, that's for sure. Jwari, pretty bad card at this state of the game. Yeah, pretty good for us. Nice, that's a good draw. Alright, let's play our first Kamigawa here. Exile his Leer, or their Leer. Just pass. I think countering that that teachings was the right play, absolutely, because they're struggling now. Okay, can't mill a lot. We have a lot of high mana cards. Submit, they have to discard. That's pretty good. I mean, they're trying to Glasspool mimic a Rune Crab? Man, these players, huh? These players are just absolutely... Yikes. Alright, let's get this down so that we can make the creature. We can draw, but let's play a land so that we can cast Commune and draw. Restoration is amazing here. Yeah, this is where they absolutely struggle. We don't need Doomscar, none of that, right? We have one. Start attacking here. Let's seize this. Seize for spoils. I mean, seize the spoils. My bad. Let's get the restoration ticking as well. That's okay. Let's get this down as well. You just pass. Next turn we attack with the dragon and they have to pick something for us to play. Rune Crab is okay. It's legendary, so we can't get that. Alright. Let's screw the Bankbuster. Let's attack with both of these. So they have to pick the cheapest thing possible, which is Commune, just so the dragon doesn't get too big. But that's fun. I mean, this board is pretty fun. Alright. Let's cast our Commune. Get a land. Play the land. Let's cast Seize the Spoils. Another Kamigawa on the Rune Crab. This has to be really devastating. We've got so much power and so many resources. They get Mascot Exhibition here for the blocks, but it's not enough. What? What are you looking for? A Leer? Scried went to the top. Okay. They milled us. That's insane. GG. Alright. No blue. But we have to keep it. We can get there. We can get the blue pretty easily. We have Commune, we have a lot of ways. We have Celestis as well. Play this tapped. I'm not going to play the Satsuki on turn 2. Because I really don't want to get it removed. It's just for Doomscar. We also don't have like an enchantment in hand that we can, you know, hit it on curve. Goblins. Should be fine. Let's play Celestis here. We have a 5 mana Doomscar next turn, but let's see what they play. Bugbear. A lot of damage. Okay. Let's just do that right away. They're looking at the den. This is pretty good. Let's get another white source down and just pass. Discard the land, of course. Not this one, because this one can kill the... Oh, they just passed. Do we Prismari something? I guess we can keep the Prismari for the den, right? So let's cast our Commune. I'll get a blue source, another one. I mean, why not? Just pass. The long game is way better for us. You see a pair of goblins. That's okay. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's fine. Okay, goes for the den. Expected. Deal 2. I think I want to draw and discard. Resolve. Man, these are both nice, right? But since we have Doomscar, I'm gonna get rid of the Farewell. Wait, what? Is this 4? Yeah, that's 4 mana, huh? That's okay. Let's just cast Behold the Unspeakable here. And pass. They're at a point where it's pretty bad for them. Another Prismari command, no. Swipe the board. So they have another, you see a pair of goblins. So that means we just don't hit Seize the Spoils. Yeah, let's go blue here. They have another, you see a pair of goblins, which we want to block. Okay. Pretty early, right? But that's okay. The card is very good against control, but that's about it, right? I don't know why I thought that was 3 mana. We still have a discard for the Celestis here. Restoration is also pretty good. Let's discard the Celestis. We can't afford to take more damage. Opponent is deciding whether to kill this or actually hit face with it with their burn spell. If they kill this, we wipe the board. Yeah, they're thinking. Okay. What is it going to be, opponent? How many spells did we cast? Only one this turn, so we need to cast another spell in order to gain life here. So yeah, that's what they go for. That's fine. I mean, that doesn't even hit face, so I don't know why they took so long. Take action. Yeah, it's whatever. Test of Talents isn't really that good against them. Den, though, is a problem. No lands, please. A lot of lands. Let's cast Restoration here. Man, what a top deck, right? The Den. I don't know why opponent is like taking so long. You can just read the card when it's on the battlefield. Okay. Another Restoration. Okay. So what can we get back? They still have a play. Bankbuster. Okay. Doomscar. I mean, this is good. We can return the Den. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. A little bit of tempo does not hurt. Charger. Charger is fine. Before they get into battle or into combat. Yeah, they attack us for 1 here. Okay. These flip. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So let's cast our other Bankbuster here. Draw with the other one. No hits. That's devastating. Pass. Decline on that. Because if we draw something that's important to us, we just don't want it to die. Also, Celestis is doing a pretty good job of keeping us alive. Let's draw. Let's get rid of that problem, right? With the land. Has to be very good. Yeah, they get a red source. But a basic red source, which is pretty good for us. My turn. Nice. Now that's a draw. We exile one of these just to stop the damage. I don't want to crew the Bankbusters. I want to draw with them, and I also want to make more creatures. So since these have vigilance, let's just attack with both of them. We equalized pretty well. We equalized really well. And that's game. Nice.